Well, hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Keller, and I am so excited to share with you Park Lane's latest capsule collection, Western Luxe. These pieces are gorgeous, and the more I play with them, the more I see that they can be mixed in together. You can layer them with pieces you already have, or even just as a standalone piece. You are going to love this. So before I get started, do what we always do, grab a piece of paper and a pen, because your stylist is going to want to know which ones are your favorite. So let's get started with the necklaces. First up, we have our Dakota. She is a statement because you're actually getting 3 necklaces in one here. You can wear them all together for that bold layered look, or you can separate them for a look that's a little bit more simple. These turquoise beads, which kind of bring into an ombre effect, they are vibrant, total Western glam. And bonus, some of these strands come apart. So, for example, you could take off 3 of them and just wear 2 by themselves. This is going to give you layering options with some of the pieces you already have. And with this, because the clasp is hidden in the back, you really could accent gold or silver with this. So, for example, if you wanted to go with silver, I would pair it with 2 of our embraceables and our Wilder bracelet. This is going to make that great casual statement. And these bracelets also come in gold. So you can do the same thing there. And maybe add our Moana earrings. And Moana, we love these because these are crystals. They're only $28 a pair. And that's going to balance the statement of the necklace with something a little bit more simpler. So who loves to layer? Drop a diamond emoji in the comments if you're a more is more kind of girl. Okay, moving on to our cowgirl necklace. Now, this is called cowgirl for a reason. It is bold, chunky, and all heart, literally. I mean, look at these heart charms with the embossed Western scroll detail. Isn't that beautiful? It's giving rodeo royalty meets runway. And it is chunky, and I will be honest and say it is on the heavier side. So just know going into it that this is going to be a statement piece that you will want to wear for that special occasion when all the eyes will be on you. So tell me, would you rock this cowgirl necklace with denim or with a dress? I can see both, but tell me in the chat because I would love to know which one you could see yourself wearing more. So that is our cowgirl. And it kind of goes without saying that if you're going to go with a statement necklace, especially of this proportion, go with some tiny little hoops just to kind of balance that whole look out a little bit. Okay, next is our bluebell. And I know some of you have been asking for silver, so this is for you. And bluebell is so pretty and so delicate with these soft turquoise beads and that teardrop pendant. This is another one that you can wear together or you can separate. It's short and sweet. You can make it a little bit longer if you want a little bit more of a dramatic look or to layer with something else, right? The chain is adjustable, as I mentioned, 3 inches. And you can take this pendant off. You could layer it with your hazy necklace, electric necklace, viper necklace, any of your kind of standard foundation pieces. So tell me, with this, are you more of a statement necklace kind of girl? Do you like the dainty delicates? Let us know in the comments. And then with this, you could also wear our blaze earrings. Now, I'm going to talk more about these in a second, but you can see that the earrings are more of a statement. The necklace is your more delicate piece, but you could definitely balance those together. All right, next necklace is our Howdy. Now, Howdy, this one just makes me smile. Howdy is a delicate cowboy boot charm, a dainty little cowboy boot charm on a delicate chain. That's just a little something, something. It's playful, it's flirty. It's just kind of a nod to the Western look. Not over the top, but just a little something. So with this is one that you would definitely want to layer in with one of those foundation pieces I just mentioned. So for example, here is our paperclip chain from our electric. This is always one of my staple pieces. You could put those 2 together. You could also do the, this is the short chain from our Esme necklace. So the great thing about our jewelry is once you start building that collection, you can really start mixing and matching the pieces and kind of taking them apart to do more things with. This is the chain from our Declan necklace. I know many of you have Declan. So that's another one. So maybe think about what you have and what you could layer in with this one. But that is our Howdy necklace. Now with this, because it is more of a delicate single piece, you could add some bigger earrings with this. So again, I'm going to talk more about these in a minute, but look at our Rodeo. That is going to be perfect with that little Howdy necklace. So drop a, let's see, maybe the cowboy hat emoji. If you've got some Western boots in your closet, that would pair perfectly with our new Howdy necklace. Okay, coming up to another one that I think everyone is going to love, and that is our Outlaw. And Outlaw, she is not playing small. She is one of our longer pieces, which is going to give you the opportunity to layer it with other things. So you can see it's reversible. One side is textured and the other side is polished gold. So either way it lands, it's going to look great. So with the Outlaw, you could put maybe even a couple of strands from our Dakota, and that would take that Dakota up to a designer look for sure. What do we think of this? You could also layer something a little bit smaller with it, like our Rosewood. Where'd you go, Rosewood? Rosewood. Oh, here she is. Rosewood, I'll talk about next, but she has the colors in there. And again, because our necklaces have that extender, you can adjust the length of it to place it exactly where you would want it to be. So I would just move that up a tiny bit. So that one is Rosewood. And really any shorter necklace is going to look great with this. And this is going to be one of those pieces that you can just throw on over a t-shirt, over a sweater, and it's going to look fabulous. So that one is our Outlaw. So tell me, are you more of a big pendant loving, jewelry loving person, or do you like the more of the dainty pieces? Let us know below if you haven't already. Okay, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the Rosewood next. And the Rosewood, she is a chunky heart pendant with multicolored gemstones. Artsy, bold, and totally one of a kind. Look at those pretty, pretty colors in there. The stones are hand set, so each one has that unique kind of artisan feel to it. One that says, I'm fun, I'm confident, and I love a good statement. So what do we think about Rosewood? If Rosewood was yours, what would you pair it with? I picture this with even just a white V-neck shirt, maybe a denim jacket, and you know, the boots. If you got the boots, wear them with the boots. But tell me what you would do with Rosewood. And then our last necklace is our new Sedona. And Sedona is such a cutie. Look at her. She's a butterfly pendant, but she kind of makes it luxe with that druzy crystal on the front, which just kind of gives it a little bit more of a shimmer. And it makes it feel more earthy, more natural. We love kind of that boho look. And the chain is adjustable. So of course you could drop this down another 3 inches. So again, with a white V-neck t-shirt, add your denim jacket. Those are going to be your staples this fall. So what do you think about butterflies? Do you find them whimsical? Do you see them classy? Let us know in the comments. But those are our new necklaces. So of those new necklaces, we had Dakota, we had Rosewood, we had Sedona with the butterfly. We have the Outlaw, which was the long pendant that's reversible. And we have the Cowgirl, which is the chunky one with the charms. And then we had the Bluebell, which was the dainty blue one with the silver chain. So of those necklaces, drop in the comments which one is your favorite so far. All right, let's move on to earrings. So I'm going to start with the Dawson earrings. And the Dawson are the triple threat because you get 3 pairs in one set: blue, turquoise, and classic black. And these are petite hoops with a pop of color. They're nickel free like all of our jewelry is, and super lightweight. So you can actually wear them all day without even noticing. I've seen some girls with double pierced ears who are wearing a set in each hole. So there you go, if your ears are double or even triple pierced. So which color would you grab first? Would you grab the blue? Actually, it's not black, it's green. Blue, green, or turquoise. Which color would be calling your name first? These are Dawson. Okay, let's go back to Cypress. I showed these earlier with the Howdy necklace. Oh, I forgot the howdy. So yes, howdy, you can vote on that one too. So cypress gives you that earthy boho vibe. They are super lightweight, big wooden rings, lightweight but bold, and kind of like the rosewood. It kind of has that unique artisan flair to it, that you might find in a market one day or when you're out and about. And these, as I mentioned, are very lightweight. So tell us in the comments, are you more of a boho girl or are you more of a classic girl? I love that jewelry can kind of stretch us outside of our box sometimes, or you can try new trends, but you're not overly invested in it just in case you don't like it. So maybe give boho a try. Then we have the blaze earrings. I showed these earlier too. Blaze are those hammered heart links that are joined together. They have a little dangly drop to them. They're whimsical but still chic. They sparkle beautifully when you move. And even though they look bold, they are not very heavy. I'm going to say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning you could wear them for a picture and then you got to take them off, and 1 meaning they're like a piece of paper. These are probably a 3. Like, you'll know they're there, but they're not going to bother you. So these are our blaze. So let me know in the comments, are you a team heart kind of girl? Do you love wearing hearts? Just let us know. So those are blaze. And then we have the rodeo. Oh my goodness. Look at these gorgeous turquoise drops with the crystals. So it just dresses up that Western Luxe just a little bit. Now these are elegant, but they still kind of have that Western flair because of the turquoise. Now I will say on that heaviness scale, these are probably a 4+. Like, they're not going to kill you, but you're definitely going to know that they are there. They're a tiny bit heavier than blaze, but you can wear them definitely longer than a picture. So they will stay in place. When you dance, when you work, when you take up your kids, these are going to get all the attention. All right. Would you wear rodeo for everyday use, or would you save this for a special occasion? Let us know in the comments. All right. Our Tessa earrings are also new. They are some fun gold hoops, and they were not ready for release yet. So we'll save those for next time, and we'll move into the bracelets. I think this one is going to be my favorite and the best seller, and that is our lasso. Meet lasso. This bracelet looks like you've just looped pure style around your wrist. It's sleek, it's stretchy coiled ropes, but kind of in a luxe way, right? So it comes in gold and it comes in silver. Where's my silver one? Oh, here she is. So there's so many things that you can do with these lasso bracelets. You could put 2 or 3 of them together and you could mix your metals for sure. Because it's stretchy, it's going to fit just about any wrist comfortably, and you can layer it with everything. So right now I have it layered with 2 of our bracelets from our September Sparkle box. But this is another one that I think, I was playing with this earlier, that you could wear 2 sets, maybe even 3 sets together for more of a statement. What do we think? Do you like the 2 together? I'd kind of like loop them all so they all kind of stay connected almost. So 2 of them together, maybe even 3. And then if you want to play with this, like I said, you could layer this with anything. So let's build a fun little arm stack with this one. We're going to start with our lasso, and I'm going to add our summit. This is another new one. And the summit, we'll talk about summit separately in a second. So here's summit. I'm going to put the chateau for a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to add our Rika, because that's just a good arm party basic to add to any arm party. And then I'm going to finish it with our jewel, which is one of our best sellers that's inspired by the Cartier Love Bangle. What do you think? Do we love this stack or what? And these are just some examples, but maybe you look at the gold pieces you have at home, because I bet they will go with the lasso just as well. So that's the gold one. And then we could do the same thing with the silver. Let's make the silver one a little more sparkly. So I'm going to start with this one as our basic, and then I'm going to add 2 Logans. And I'm just going to put 1 on either side. And all of a sudden, that Western Luxe just gotten, elevated up a couple steps, right? Because you added some sparkle on the side. So don't be afraid to play with the arm parties, the bracelets that you have at home. Maybe think about adding something new if you're wanting something new. But I love this one as just a grab and go bracelet that's going to go with everything. I think lasso is your girl. So let's move on to our summit. I mentioned this one. So this one is a great starter piece to your arm party. It's got the turquoise crystal in the turquoise bead in the middle with a little crystal inside. It's stretchy elastic, so it goes on and off easily. And this is going to pair with literally everything. Now, this is another one that I might take, 2 or 3 together. Oh, here they are. You could take 3 of these, put them on my arm, and layer them as one. What do we think of this? Just 3 summits together. I think that is great. You could also pair with it maybe a couple of our willow. Now, the willow is the brushed gold. It actually comes as a set of 3. I'm just going to put 2 on because I always like my arm parties in odd numbers. But, and I don't even care if it twists around, you just see the gold. Like, I love that fun pop of turquoise that might come in and out throughout the day. But that is our summit paired with the willow. What do we think about summit? Would you wear 1? Would you wear 2, 3? Would you just pile them all on? You can do any of those things. So you could wear them with gold. You can mix it in with your silver. So many options when you're playing with your bracelets. All right, the last one is one of our style drops. So this one is called Heartland. And Heartland is a set of 5. And if you love her, I would put a star by her and get her first because she's a style drop, which means she will not stick around for as long as the other jewelry. But because she's a style drop, that also means she's discounted. So Heartland, I almost called her Heartbreak. Heartland is available for $40 with a $40 purchase. So if you need help figuring out what to get to go with her to unlock that, ask your stylist. But just off the top of my head, you could do that Rika bracelet. This is kind of my go-to. And this is another one. I do not mind wearing 3 of these just by themselves too. But you could do the Rika, which would unlock the sale. Grab the Rika, I think for $44, and then the Heartland for $40. But you can wear all 5 of these together. This is another one you can break up and just do a couple at a time if you want. So it just kind of gives you options as far as how much of a statement you want your arm party to make. Okay, my friends, that is a wrap for our new Western Luxe collection. And we are dying to know, which one of those pieces is your favorite. If you're like most of the women and a few men I've been talking to, you can't choose just one. And I understand that. And that's when you want to just grab some friends together and do one of these Facebook parties or grab some girls in person for a quick, jewelry makes me happy hour kind of party and grab this for free because this is what we call limited edition. Like this will not last. I'm counting on it lasting a few weeks for sure. But beyond that, it will start to sell out and it will not be replaced. So if you love it, grab it. If you want it free, talk to your stylist and definitely have a party, and I'm sure she can help you do that. So thank you for watching me. Please send your wish list to your stylist so she can do some magic math for you to figure out how to get the pieces you love for the best price. All right, everyone. See you soon.